Good morning, guys. Well, we managed a few more rows last night before we broke down again. And basically, I need to see if, I shouldn't say we broke down, we plugged up. So it's plugged down in here again. And part of it is the thistles in this field we know are bad. And part of it is the morning glory that took over in this field. If we had cut it a month ago when we had planned to, this wouldn't be an issue. But it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. So what I need to do is to see if that gib key is, did it stop because it was plugged, or did it stop because that gib key came out again? And if it did, that's like the third one we've gone through, which means the sprocket could be bad. So my job this morning is to check all this and report back to my husband. Okay, so I think it is. Okay, so it's there. I can feel it. So it didn't come out. That is a plus. So that means it just got plugged up. So I am going to grab my gloves, and this is what we're getting into, is this morning glory that is underneath the hay and wrapped into the hay, and just giving us issues. So I'm going to grab gloves. I'm going to dig as much out of here as I possibly can, and then it should be ready for him to go. But the fact that that didn't break, oh, that makes me so very, very, very happy. There. Proof that it is still there. I'm not lying. Figured I'd better get this fence finished before I forgot about it. So I've just got 2 more clips on the post I'm doing, and then the 2 posts down there, and then down there we're just hanging out with my little buddy. He keeps chattering to me. I feel kind of stupid. I didn't realize there was like a whole section. So all the way from, not this post, but the next one down there, all the way through here, all the way back to up there. I have a lot of posts to go. I didn't realize we didn't finish this section either. So I know what the rest of my day is going to be like. That is a relief to have that done. Good morning, guys. We finished this side of the hayfield last night at about 10:30, and we had some issues with the swather on the last couple of rows. It didn't want to go all the way down to the ground, so we've got some like half. He had to go back a second time over part of it because it only cut half of the row. But we managed to get it done. And then he had me follow him up the last row because we have no tail lights or back lights on the back of the tractor. So he couldn't see what the swather was doing. So he had me follow up a row, the last row, and kind of see what everything was doing. And of course that time it worked perfectly. So we still don't know what the issue was, but I'm going to move the wheel line this morning, get it over onto what's already been cut, so that tonight when he gets home he can start over on this other section and hopefully get it completely done, hopefully tonight, as long as there are no issues. It didn't plug up and it didn't break that key last night, so he should, when he gets home at like 6, he should be able to just jump right in after he eats and go until this is done. I hope. So I'm fighting a really bad migraine this morning, so I am trying to get done what I can, and that way if he needs me tonight, I can hopefully like be able to think. I don't know if it's overheating. I don't know if it's just pissy because it hasn't run for a month, but it keeps dying on me after like a roll or half a roll. So I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes, and I'm just gonna sit here and soak up some sun, watch the deer that are walking along the tree line, and then I just need it to be far enough off of the first windrow that my husband can get the tractor. So with this swather and tractor, with this swather, since it sits off to the side of the tractor, he has to basically straddle this row to cut this row. I need to have the wheel line off of this first row, or first windrow. I need to bring it at least another, I need to bring it this way at least another, I want it at least this far to this spot here. That way I know it's completely off of this first windrow so that he can straddle that and cut that. June, get out of the rain. It is flat out pouring. You are the dumbest dog. It said it was gonna rain today, but we've been just getting like little spits of rain most of the day. And then just as I finished feeding, it let loose like a son of a gun. My husband just called, asked what it was doing. I said, I'm in the middle of a rainstorm. I had him on like full volume and I could barely hear him. It is not. We need the rain. We haven't had any rain other than the little bit we got on the 4th of July. But I just got my hay down. And we only had a half of a field to get down. And it probably would have baled tomorrow. That north field would have baled tomorrow or Saturday. And my roof is leaking. So, yeah. Welcome to the world of farming. We're gaining. So pretty when it comes down. And I swear there is no better smell than fresh cut hay. All right, well, he finishes up that field. Hopefully it won't take him too much longer. I am going to run the flock because it is sale day tomorrow and I've got about 40 head that we need to dump. So I'm going to pull out probably about half of those, which is about all of the adults I can probably fit into the trailer. Is probably about 20, maybe 25 comfortably. And we'll pull out 20, 25 of that group and just keep moving forward as bit by bit as we can. So I think I've pulled out 23 ewes of my 24 or 25, but I think there's like 3 behind the shop and their lambs are not weaned yet, so I'm not going to sell them. And I think I accidentally put them on this list. So I think I'm just going to stick with what I got and leave it at that. And then my husband just called, said the neighbor wants a couple more lambs again. So I got to run these guys again.